what's happening here that's not happening anyplace else?
I mean, the competitive level starts at 4 years old.
Classic rivalry.
Hall of Fame type coaches, great personalities.
All three schools, though, they changed the game of college football.
Florida State Seminole, Miami Hurricanes,
Florida Gators.
You want to dominate your opponents and you want to get stoned, make sure that you roll up.
It's the roll up, it's the vibes. Another beautiful day in the Sunshine State, and I am kicking it with the illest. Larion, CJ, what do you do?
What's good, my man? Here, fresh off a few hours of rest. Very chilly. Around this hill, we had to turn the fan off in the house. That's how you know it's chilly. I don't never turn my fan on, but I was like, bro, this shit is real. And man, and real quick, while I think about that cold shit, man, prayers and thoughts of prayers, man, and positive vibes from people out there in Buffalo, bro. Man. In that area, man, some people really like they lost 27 lives so far. The blizzard stuff ain't no joke, man.
No, it's not. That's why I definitely choose living in the South or the North, man, just for that simple fact. I can't imagine driving in the snow. That type of snow. It's all cool to go see, but not the blizzard type stuff and that type of deal. It's a different.
To me. I pulled out all my shit this week, CJ.
No, I'm saying I'm cool with that, but I'm talking about like everybody want to see snow and want the little
Florida blizzard.
Yeah, the snow experience, but it's a different type of snow. It was like 45 degrees in South Florida too.
Not to diminish what like Larry Young said. Just I've seen a story of a young lady, man, that passed away in her car, bro. Trying to get out through the blizzard, got stuck, man. Very sad. But I did get an opportunity to pull out all the shit I've been waiting to wear. You know what I'm saying? As a Floridian, you don't get to wear this shit all the time, so I got to put that shit on this week a little bit, CJ.
Right.
My mama hit me up.
Don't ask me how I'm doing, no, bro. I'm fucking hurt, man. I'm hard for this shit. Don't ask me how I'm doing.
I feel you, dog.
Big Ed, baby.
Glad you still with us, CJ. I thought you was gonna get the gig and bounce.
Yeah, bro. I thought we was have to make some moves, man, and take some shit into our own hands, bro. But
campaign.
They took care of everything. That's
what's up, man. We're gonna talk about that a little later, man. Ed Reed goes to Bethune-Cookman, which I think is great. For the same reasons it was great with Deion going to JSU, but we'll talk about that a little later. How was y'all boys this holiday? How y'all spent that? Everything was good? How was the eggnog? Popping?
Flowing, man. Eggnog was plenty.
I ain't drink no goddamn. I don't want to drink no drink that's damn near food anyways.
I was fucking it up this week. CJ got me on that shit heavy. Bro. I am not
Tell him, man. That should a nice ass rotation, bro, for real.
And,
what you did, the almond milk
one? The munchies. Yeah, I got the almond milk joint, bro. So if you got the munchies, it's the perfect
it's the perfect feeling.
Yeah, almost like a smoothie, but not a smoothie, dog. It's super sweet. If you chase it with some liquor, then you really doubling down on your vices and vibes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I got caught up in the eggnog shit this year.
I used to like it as a kid. I don't know. It's one of them things I grew out of taste wise, I guess. I don't know. It just ain't my vibe no more, bro. Especially like I might could try the almond milk version. Maybe. I definitely ain't drinking no fucking dairy version. Ain't no way. Man, hell no. I'll be damn this shit myself. Hell no. Hell no. Ain't no way. Ain't no way guys green, man. And funny you brought out the cold weather too, because my mom texted me. She bought me this Miami jacket off of Facebook or some shit. And it's a nice little jacket. It's got like the little 5 championships and shit. Why Joker just hit me out of nowhere? You can wear your jacket now. Mama, the jacket in storage. I'm almost out of storage. Actually, I'm supposed to be moving in Friday, so that's gonna determine whether or not I can make it down to the bowl game.
Oh, okay, yeah, bro.
Depending on how quick they move. Hopefully they get in and out, and if they do that, then I slide on over.
So how did Santa treat you this year, bro? What you celebrate?
Man, fuck Santa, man. Yeah, good. Moving on, man. Santa ain't been rocking with me for a long time, man. Oh. I got a bunch of Merry Christmas texts.
I hate them shits. That's the word.
They feel like
bro.
Mass texts. I don't like anybody.
I hate holiday texts, bro. Like I hate them shits, man. Like
you can just skip it.
You almost gotta reply back though, right?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
got to.
You
Just
gotta
on some common courtesy shit,
Bro,
right?
Yeah.
I got my first one at
here's
like
the thing.
3 a.m.
Here's why I be mad, right? Because I know you just sent me this generic thing from all like to your whole phone book, right? Now I like because I'm not that person, so I'm gonna go personally craft my reply, and I just feel like I'm overdoing it because I know you sent me this generic holiday text, and now I gotta reply to the 5 people that sent me one in a very genuine fashion, dog. And I don't just vibe on the holidays. Everybody with their family, everybody having a good day.
Yeah, bro. Don't text me Happy New Year. Don't text me Happy 4th of July. No, like I'm cool on all that, bro.
I'm just gonna assume that you want me to have a good time on the
Right. What's understood don't need to be explained.
Hey, come on. Please spare me. And then what we saying ain't gonna help because it's just 2 types of people in this world. There's those
What if I have like a fucked up ass
mood,
mood, like I'm just really going through it? But you think your Merry Christmas gonna change that?
What if I don't celebrate Christmas? What you
I don't celebrate Christmas.
Now I'm offended.
Yeah, now I'm pissed off.
I was minding my business. Now I'm offended on my holiday.
You see me Happy 4th of July, man. I'm saying it's not. I say it's not Juneteenth.
Celebrate 4th in my house.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey man, like, subscribe. We appreciate everybody's support that's riding out with us this Wednesday morning. Like, subscribe. It helps us a lot with building the show, the fan base, climb the algorithms. CJ, you got a tailgate. We talking about the bowl game, y'all. You got a tailgate for the bowl game in a couple days. Get the people the nutrition facts. What's going on?
Yeah, man. Y'all pull up to the tailgate like a couple days ago. I want to say Monday or Sunday. We hit the like 220 thresh mark as far as tickets. So they're going really well, and I know we have a lot of people. A little bit. Yeah, it's gonna be. We had to end up getting 2 lots basically, bro. So it's gonna be a real good time. And
swimming in confetti all year, man.
Hey, people, I told you, bro. Like I was telling y'all like, man, I hope we get a damn Florida Bowl, like Orlando or Gator Bowl and Jacks, like, because I know people gonna want to come for those bowl games. We have Orlando, and I really want the Orange Bowl. That would have been perfect, but I think Orlando was the perfect mix, especially for everybody around the state. Real quick, easy commute. And it's crazy because we start the season next year in Orlando as well. What's really wild? LSU has a bowl game in Orlando. No, they have
everybody getting comfortable.
Yeah, they end the season in Orlando and started as well. But again, like the vibes are set for this one. We got a big time vendor in
That's
picks.
Gonna be a good game. Jaden Daniels coming back. You got Jaden Daniels, Jordan Track. Gonna be all right. Boy, about to run down on y'all ass again. Man.
We gonna whoop that shit, man. One more time, man. We had Jaden Daniels in hell to that last drive. But I think it's gonna be a big game with a lot of implications. That shit's gonna that tailgate there's gonna be pretty big too. Cause I know a lot of people gonna want to be in town. I think it's gonna be a top 10 matchup if things possibly hold up. But yeah, speaking of this game, this tailgate here, it's going to be real dope. We got picks. They're going to be coming through. It's like a vintage FSU big time store in Tallahassee. They're going to do a pop-up shop at the tailgate, bringing all of their vintage stuff, jackets, starter jackets, things from the 90s and stuff like that. We're going to have some seafood out there as well. I mean, the menu is fucking elite, man. You got chicken, you got burgers, you got ribs, sausages, pulled pork, seafood as well. It's going to be real.
Meats.
When you say seafood, elaborate, my brother.
Snow crabs, blue crabs, shrimp,
crustaceans.
Yeah, the crustaceans.
I don't eat none of that.
It's gonna be some fish too, if I'm not mistaken. It's gonna be some fried fish too, if I'm not mistaken.
Super weird, bro. I don't even eat the crustaceans, dog.
Nah, I feel you on that. One more thing I want to get off. Oh yeah, we having some raffles too, man, for some signed jersey giveaways. We got a Derwin James signed jersey giveaway. Charlie Ward signed jersey giveaway and a Sammy Smith. So it's gonna be
smacking shit on Christmas, huh?
Man, that bitch was giving out CTE left and right, boy. Whatever you celebrate, right? Yeah, Derwin definitely went crazy the other night, but it's gonna be a good vibe, man.
Got them texts. You got them texts. Go take it out on somebody. Got it.
Yeah.
I get one more motherfucker.
Fucking Christmas test. I got to play tonight. No Merry Christmas. Like with my family.
Them NFL guy Christmas gifts that they be giving like their teammates.
Bro, you see what Derwin gave? Yeah.
He gave everybody a pendant. Yeah, he gave everybody like a number pendant.
And a rollie.
And a rollie, yeah.
Listen, bro.
Shit, Trey Lance, they don't even play for us. I joke about everybody a suit. And
this slap better than they be trying to leave these guys with these big dinner bills, right? No, man, like
that's crazy, especially on rookies too.
Dinner ain't like, bro. You just you got
stupid.
doing some sucker stuff. Like, what we talking about here? Now, if you want to like have them buy the whole room Rolexes, and that's a different type of deal right there.
So that's gonna carry a
I
little
thought that was a
value.
dope gesture. Yeah.
Well, that cost more than 200,000 too, though. I don't want it. First, I don't want to buy. Hold on, man. Why is y'all stopping me? Y'all blowing my money.
Shit those guys can get for free too. Like
yeah.
Just off some face value shit.
Yeah, just off of relationships and future business.
Shoot ad or something like that.
Yeah, shoot ad. Oh, Derwin just came in, and now you got everybody coming in buying them, this, that, and other.
Trey Lance bought everybody sound bars, and then he got everybody like a ticket to go get a custom made suit. So it's paid for already, but you take it in and they get you suited and
stuff. Yeah.
Back to the tailgate, man. We done with it. I'm still iffy. I don't know if I'm going out there. I've been on super chill mode trying to recover and all that, but I'm with the kids, vibing every day. They on break. I'm just playing about I may pull up, I may not, dog.
Come pull up, man. If you want to bring the family to come, it's of course it's gonna be family oriented as well. That'll be a good vibe. I think it's gonna be a lot to the right where it's a grassy area. That's what my kids been asking about, of course playing ball and stuff like that. And it's also dope too. Benji's gonna be in Orlando.
Grass, man.
That's all they need, bro. Just grass.
Grass.
Some grass over there. Yeah, bro. Grab the ball.
That's it.
Benji is crazy how shit is lined up too. Benji's going to be in town also, man. He's performing at the Improv in Orlando on the 29th and the 30th. So he's going to be in town as well. Going to possibly try to pull up to the tailgate and hang out for a little bit prior to getting ready for his evening show. So it's going to be a star-studded event.
Man, it's about to go down.
Oh yeah, definitely. Snoop Menace, he's in town. He's going to come and hang out. So we're gonna hang out real good. We check if you guys check the comment section, grab your ticket. This is the last day that the link will be up. The link will be down. After that, it's gonna be pretty much if you want to come, it's gonna be walk-ups. But the price of the walk-up, man, you know how that be at when you be at the door, right? When you got them big time events, that price change a little bit.
Yeah. Yesterday's price
isn't today's price. So you want to grab your ticket now, grab it at a decent price right now. It's going to be probably, I'm going to misspeak, I think like 75 tomorrow at the door. So grab it right now if you can.
We're going to get to some Oklahoma FSU coverage real quick. But before we get started, visit takeavaycay.com. Get you some of them gummies. I've been floating all week. If you can't actually take a vacation right now, the perfect way to take a trip. Oh, my dog, you got your box?
You got the box, babe. Came in a nice box, man.
That shit's smooth. I'm jealous.
It's nice.
I don't know if everything come in this box, but this came in a very nice package. I'm definitely keeping this box.
Yeah, the box
presentation is everything.
I kept keeping mine as like stash box, man. Put stuff in or whatever. Takeavaycay.com. This is federally legal to your mailbox. THC Delta 8 gummies. They also have vapes and other products, sleep aids that aren't THC, but CBN, kind of like melatonin, but all natural. It has ashwagandha, melatonin, lemon balm. Just for the people that don't take THC, there is, like I said, the sleep aids, unwind sleepy gummies is what they call them. The gummies come in flavors of kiwi, pomegranate, blue raspberry, and watermelon. And they all come in different dosages as well. So you have your rookie level, all pro, you know what I'm saying? and then veterans like myself. All color coded. Takeavaycay.com. Use coupon code ROLLER for 10% off. Right to your mailbox. You ain't gotta go to the trap no more.
All right.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I was able to. I sampled everything. I did the regular Delta 8 gummies. Was a Fiji apple. I want to say sour Fiji apple. Those dope. The ones that got was the 15. So like you said, you want just some rookie ones, kind of get a feel, just see how you vibe out with them. Start off with one of those and see how you feeling in about an hour and some change. And then you can
function, man.
Oh yeah, easy.
That's the thing about like everybody aren't consumers like me, right? And like THC connoisseurs. Some people just want to just take that elbow pain away and just coast throughout the day without having to go outside and smoke.
Right.
So for like your mom, your aunt, your grandma that just want something light that they can handle and still be able to function throughout the day, they have that level on. Then middle level, and then they get a little crazy with it.
Yeah, then we in Hall of Fame territory, gold jacket, baby.
Yeah.
I do this. You know what I'm saying? I definitely didn't get smacked off of these though. Yeah, I only took 2. Just had me good and vibey, man. You know, so that's only like 30 mil. That ain't that's not gonna put me in that slump that y'all seen me famously in. that was a hell of a lot more.
You get the 50 milligrams for that one if you want to get crazy.
Yeah, if you want to slap a little different, that 50. You'll know what it was like. Also tried the sleep aid. Those are nice.
Yeah, the sleep aids are really good, and it also helps you save on your cush, man. If you one of those nighttime smokers that need to smoke to like wind down a little bit, these are very good for like just mellowing you out. But a lot of people get like scared away from or frightened from edibles because they get that first time they had one, some 100 milligram nerd rope that they ate and they turn into a zombie. You know what I'm saying? So like you want to like introduce the novice people that don't really consume this stuff to something light, and then if you want something stronger, they have that stronger stuff as well. But I do like that they have the levels of THC, so you ain't like getting spooked out here or anything.
So
CJ, you ready?
Yes, sir. Let's do it. Big time. I'm not saying big time. Big time in regards to the name, but of course, Oklahoma's been a little bit disappointed this year in the first season with Brent Venables. We had an Oklahoma reporter to come on, but they got blindsided by the coaches' press conference at 9 a.m. this morning, so they had to cancel. But it's been a disappointing first year under Brent Venables. OU finished 6-6, going into the bowl game. They got a lot of people that's going to be missing the bowl as well. They're starting running back. What's this kid's name? Sorry, the app just froze on me. Eric Gray. This kid had over 1,300 yards and 11 touchdowns. He's going to be out. Also, the number 1 running back listed coming into this game, he's going to be out. It's a redshirt junior running back, Marcus Majors. And it's crazy. The true freshman, Javante Barnes, he's probably going to be the main ball carrier. FSU fans, that name may be familiar with you guys because he was a running back that we was recruiting prior to Kenny Dillingham leaving for Oregon. But it's going to be a lot of guys hit the portal for Oklahoma, man. A lot of pretty much what all first year head coaches are going through. This guy's not pretty. Florida's going through it. Miami's going through it. It's just FSU went through that as well with Mike, man. It's just what programs go through it when new head coach.
Changing of the guard, man.
Yeah, changing of the guard.
Change of the culture. Some people just ain't gonna fit into it. They're not ready to adjust.
Correct.
And best luck to them in that portal. It's dangerous waters out there, baby.
Oh, it's real dangerous, man. It's over like 1,500 people. That was like the day of the signing day.
Thing filthy right now, boy.
Shit filthy.
Bro, look at it.
It was like a meme, bro. Like you about competition. I'm third right here. Oh, let me get up out of here and go here. You get up in that bitch, man. You fucking 55th or some shit.
You thought third on the depth chart, and UNC Charlotte was bad. Bro, right. That's where you're supposed to be. I promise you.
Now, some of these boys is leveling
up.
It's a few. It's some that are leveling
up. But the percentages, though, like the cream of the crop.
Here's the thing. It's like it's an exodus of like 2 things. So, like our guys seem to be going to lower levels for the most part, right? They all seem to be going down to like, I guess, probably try to, I don't know, because of opportunity or what they're looking for, but that just seems to be the trend. And then you see a lot of the lower guys that even like, our programs are recruiting some of these guys that really balled out and got some good film, and they're coming up. But some people are just hanging out in the portal with no plan, and that's where it gets a little murky.
Man, you need a plan. If you ain't been tampered with, young man, falls.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That sounded crazy.
If you haven't been contacted illegally.
That's a lot better.
Yeah. If you haven't been contacted illegally, you might want to sit down with your family and minister, whoever you talk to, and pray on this thing a little bit, man. I seen this one dude, he made a little meme talking about me on my way back to my old team since nobody hit me in the portal.
Right, real.
Hey, you gotta be realistic.
And that's the thing too, man. Sometimes when you enter the portal, even if on your own, you may not have a spot to come back to. Right. It's up to that coach, in regards to take you back or not.
Well, you definitely don't have one with me.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that right now. Are you gonna leave me? All right. God bless.
That's why I don't get what people come up with this strategy of guys entering the portal to negotiate. I think you just negotiate.
Boy, listen,
Once
yeah,
you
exactly.
enter the portal, like, bro, like
that's when you
what
decision
kind of
make.
culture am I building? Because I talked about this on Stadium Miguel. Like, it's still a culture that you're building. We're in a new territory of this NIL shit, but it's still a culture that you're building. If you got a culture of oh, I'm good, I'm into the portal to negotiate, and you start negotiating with terrorists, then what you got, bro? Everybody finna do that shit.
Yeah,
you know
I'm not. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You out. If you go and kept back to me now, what you got for me? Nothing. Goodbye.
Yeah, if not, because there's so many players on our roster, like young boys. Because like, we got some Porter guys. I'll talk about later. We'll talk about Porter shit later. I don't want to get to this deep bag, but where we at? We talking Florida State, Oklahoma, and we got into Porter talk.
Oklahoma game. I said I brought the portal. I brought it up there. I say this, it's going to be a lot of guys missing. Theo Wees, Oklahoma receiver, he entered the portal. I know there are 2 starting tackles. One was like an all Big 12 guy. He's going to be out. So it's going to be interesting how this game go in regards to
I'm telling
Oklahoma.
It's finna go how my shit went in Vegas.
I'm about to say it's not to be interested. They about to get their ass whooped. That's what's about to happen.
They about to come out here with
at the same time, man. It's still you and the boys still got some talent.
That's what they said.
Still got some talent.
Yeah, I'm about to say that.
They said all that shit about us too, man. Going out there, I kept saying, "Hey, man, we need to cancel this shit, bro."
That's one thing we got some
talent. Hey, but Brent seemed like he was happy to be in Orlando, though, man. Looking at them pics and videos, man.
Yeah, I get it. Orlando's nice, man. Especially
he get a little shade
until the game is played.
On vacation.
Yeah, but
when he get the game played and his message boards go crazy and his fucking Twitter mentions is in shambles, then
it's a little different.
It's a different vibe,
right? But they have a pretty explosive offense, even though it's kind of weird. The offense on paper, they put up like 172 yards a game, 32 points per game, which is pretty good, but it's inconsistent. I know. Remember in the middle of the season,
ain't good, bro.
I'm sorry, 472. Excuse me.
Oh, I say, whoa.
Nah, hell no.
Yeah, that is Gaddis.
Yeah, that's Gaddis shit. And V would have probably been at Oklahoma. Man, V would have been fired mid-season. But and it's crazy because you remember mid-season, Larry, you kind of point out they had like back-to-back games without scoring a point, which is
right.
Oklahoma like, right? So it's a pretty inconsistent offense. Of course, I guess it can be inconsistent when you have a first-year OC in regards to just learning the playbook and stuff like that. But their defense has been atrocious. They give up, which is crazy because their head coach is a defensive guy. Give up over 450 yards per game. And where they're worst at is the rushing attack. They give close to 200 yards rushing the game. And you guys know that's when the FSU strength is running the ball. We're on like a streak of like 7 or 8 running over 200 yards a game. So it's going to be – I want to see the running game get going. Probably have to pass too much. Get up out of there, man. Enjoy the game and let's vibe. But at the same time, it is Oklahoma.
Yeah,
we'll see how it plays out
there, man.
We might rush the field on that. We might. We didn't beat Venables in a while, man. He used to whoop our ass at Clemson, man. So we got to get our lick back a little bit. Yeah. Got to get our lick back.
We are the champions, our friends.
That's all I got, man. FSU is relatively healthy going into the game. And also, it's going to be something to look out for. Probably right after the game. Probably you hear an announcement from Jared Verse, Fabian Lovett, and Jamie Robinson. I think Lovett is probably leaning towards the draft along with Jamie. But Verse is still kind of up in the air, undecided. So we'll see how that plays out with the coming days. I'm pretty sure that announcement will come pretty soon.
What's up, Larry?
Run.
No, the reason being because it's not for sure. Fable a lot older too, man. That boy like, man, fuck all this shit, man. I'm trying to get up out of here.
That's what I've been telling them.
This would be only versus third year college football.
He's young. No, he's young.
Yeah.
But I just still think his stock is hot, man. Gotta go his stock hot, man.
Yeah, that's the thing. The debate is like, okay, if he a surefire first round or is a second round, that type of deal. Yeah. So he's debating if I want to come back, if I want to test those waters. I think once he enter the draft and do testing and stuff like that, he'd be perfectly fine.
People this though. What would you tell your son?
To go.
Get the fuck up out of here, man.
Yeah.
What we talking
but
about?
Let's get rich.
But today's landscape is it's a lot different too, right? So if he's saying, okay, you're a fringe first, maybe second, the third, it's depending on draft boards or whatever, but next year you're going to be the number one guy, top 5 for sure. Okay, I'm going to look at that and then leverage like, okay, a coach or whoever the NIL factors is in regards to, okay, what are we looking at like money-wise for this year if he does come back? Just weigh your options. But in the past, I'd be going for sure. First, second round is no question, but second round, I think I still lead towards going, but you can still feel shit out and get a feel of stuff in regards to business and what things would be like if you possibly did stay.
Right.
Yeah. No, it makes sense. Depending on how much money you can get. And that's the thing. Like, we as, and when I say we, I mean we as fans, like, don't understand or know all these particular numbers on these deals. Everything we hear is speculation. You know, I saw Silk put on the timeline the other day. He's like, y'all really think these boys getting 10 million? I really do think people think that shit for real. I'd be like, bro, y'all think they getting 10 million? Now, I don't know, but I just highly doubt.
I know what an 18-year-old with 10 million look like.
Right about that.
I follow rappers on IG and shit, so I know what that shit look like. Boy, these boys is not touching no $10 million. Dog.
Hard to walk around with all that jewelry on.
That shit sounds
especially cats fresh out to get to high school, man. College kids that's more productive or that's proven they get money, but not even in until million. I'm not even gonna say until million range, but they're getting bread. But high school kids just off the boat, it's not going down like that for the majority.
For people that think like, what do you think NFL quarterbacks are making, dog?
Right.
Like, and that's a return on that investment from that franchise. A booster just giving a kid $10 million that's unproven, and
that's what James Coleman say all the time, bro. These people ain't get rich. They ain't get rich
by just throwing stupid money around.
Right.
Yeah, you'll get too many. No.
Hopefully, they college football team get good, and this is just like for what clout. Like,
no,
ain't no return on this, bro.
Even if you is, you gonna stop eventually. All right, this shit ain't working, dog. I've tried to play fantasy league, you know. Hey, y'all got to do the rest of that, goddamn. But yeah, I do think you weigh your options. I know what that first round money looked like, and I'm always looking at, you know, it's a rough game, possible injuries. I just think you always leave while you're hot. You know what I mean? If that's what if he's here in first to second, it's just, to me, we can't blink on that as a unit. If he's my son or, you know, a nephew or something that look up to me, I just be like, hey man, college ain't going nowhere. NFL ain't going nowhere either, but one of them gonna give you a lot more to do the same damn thing. Mm-hmm. So that's just that's how we rolling. We'll come back and get that degree. Amari Stoudemire just graduated from Miami.
Yeah, I got a 40 degree.
Yeah, I can go buy one of them. I don't even go to school. I just pay for it.
Precisely.
Yeah, let me get a degree. Oh man. But y'all gonna do a quick little score prediction on that one?
Oh yeah, we can do that. Shit. I think I'm gonna say around.
Bro, that's terrible. Not a good football team before
the people. Yeah. I'm gonna go 45-17, man. No, 45-17.
Some shit like that.
I'm gonna go. Shit, man. Yeah, give me 45-3. They gonna kick on them moral victory threes. We get shut out. We get shut out. But yeah, I think y'all just gonna be able to run the ball way too well.
They ain't got the longest streak to keep alive. They can't be doing no shit like that.
You got to start somewhere. You might as well take us. Oh yeah, they streak been going. That's right. They took back-to-back donuts and got walloped in both of them games too. It was like 55-0 and 48-0 or something like that.
Texas,
you might want to get 3 though. I ain't
come on, man, fight back. But yeah, I think Florida State just gonna be able to run way too effectively against them. Like I said, that's their weakness as it is, and sporadic offense, no consistency there. So it's gonna be a bloodbath, as far as I can see.
Yeah, I ain't got no eloquent speech or no breakdown for y'all. Them people are terrible. Florida State is ready to swim in confetti and Cheez-Its and shit. People come out there deep. CJ and them already sold 200 and something tailgate tickets. Like,
that's a lot of tickets, bro.
Motherfucking tickets. Motherfucker about to be hanging out, boy.
What?
They pulling the fuck up, man. So
hey, that's another thing too, bro. So I found some tickets, like, cause FSU tickets, like, them bitches went like that, bro. Like, I'm talking about just like that. So we found a little loophole. We found the OU like booster ticket allotment or whatever. Man, we rated them shit. Some bitch was going in like 12 to 14 hours, bro. Like, it was going that damn quick.
Oh, this is a egregious game, Larry.
Ain't no way I'm leaving no damn Oklahoma to come see this.
No, but check this out. Like,
Them bitches travel well though, man.
They bringing their horse out there, and they bringing Chad on the horse. I think they're bringing their wagons and stuff, right? It's supposed to be no, for real, Larry.
That's the real fight right now.
Yeah. That's the real fight there, brother. They Osceola versus the goddamn wagon, bro.
Chad versus
who drives this shit? Who drives this shit?
I think it's usually two dudes in the front, I think. And like a chick on the back or something. I done seen somebody fall off of it.
That's gonna be the most excitement of the game right there.
Yeah. Chad versus my man Dale and Brent and Bethany on the back. Going down, baby.
Well, we talking about Chad for us.
I don't know his actual name.
Nah, I see what you're saying.
It hits.
Anyway, well, good luck on y'all game.
Yeah, I got it like 40-something to like 10 or something crazy like that, bro.
Yeah.
A lot to a little.
Big ass whooping on the way.
Real quick before we get into some recruiting, no more games. That's the last football coverage we'll have is when it pertains to the big three. I know we got some playoffs and some other bowl games that we'll talk. But before we get into our recruiting and portal news, visit mvpsports.ag for 100% match on every deposit. If you betting, maximize your winnings.
It's the time to do it. Bowl season.
It's bowl season. Also, NFL playoffs is coming up. You know,
college playoffs this Saturday as well.
College playoffs, a lot of lines. Maximize your winnings, man. 100% match on every single deposit. mvpsports.ag. I got a lot of transfer shenanigans. I can get into my talk.
Proceed.
We've been on the market looking for a transfer quarterback. We bring in Graham Mertz from Wisconsin.
Boo.
That's been the overall census.
That's what the streets been saying.
From the people. Mertz was originally top tier quarterback. He was like on some 5-star type shit coming out. I think he's the 11th best in the nation at that time, coming out of high school. Goes and plays for Paul Chris in Wisconsin. The offense out there was abysmal. Paul Chris was abysmal. Graham Mertz was abysmal. Just on paper, doesn't look like, you know, what we would want out of a transfer quarterback. He passed for 2,136 yards last year, 19 touchdowns, 10 interceptions this past season. Paul Chris got fired, new coach come in, and you know he's looking for opportunity. Kentucky was a program that also he went to visit, and it seemed there's a lot of reports coming out that he was headed there. They ended up going with Devin Leary, a guy that some people think that we should have been out there a little bit harder. Devin Leary is a North Carolina State transfer. Had a shoulder injury that put him out towards the end of the season. But the word back from just our side of things was that he's not going to be able to play any spring ball. The next time we hear from or see Devin Leary will be in fall camp. That wasn't something that our staff like, and then dealing with a shoulder is just very delicate. But that was our look on, or the staff look from what I was told on Devin Leary was, you know, the risking injury and him not being able to participate in spring or off-season football was not something they was interested in. So Kentucky go with Devin Leary. We ended up getting Graham Mertz, who was seemingly headed to Kentucky. I don't like it, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, with the options that you're given, you look at the quarterback room that you was left with from Dan Mullen. You get Anthony Richardson, who just played 1 year. He's going off the pro, and then after that, you get to see what Dan Mullen left there. You know, you had Jalen Kittner, who was a 2-star kid that we was trying to develop and make him a good quarterback. But from just a prospect standpoint, nothing was left on the cupboard. You know, like once AR declared pro, you was gonna have to be shuffling to go find you a guy. However it shook out. We've seen how I don't think any of this is from a lack of recruiting as far as us ending up with Graham Mertz. I've seen Billy recruit 5-star quarterbacks, you know what I'm saying, and both of his future classes coming up. So I know he can recruit quarterbacks. I think the stopgap guy you get has to be a guy that fits what you're trying to do. Grayson McCall was a guy that when it pertains to academics, the majors and credits, he fell out of recruiting with Auburn and us because of academics and some program stuff that wouldn't translate or transfer. So neither one of the SEC programs that were after him heavy when he first entered the portal, they both backed off, us in Auburn. Sam Hartman, if everybody remember, he had the health issue. He was pretty much, people thought he would never play again at some point. And UF is very strict when it comes to clearing people with that type of stuff. But he had a blood clot issue, so that's another, like, you got to scratch him off. So then, I mean, what are your options? Like when you look at the board now, like what really are your options with bringing in a transfer? Devin Leary, like I said, he's not playing the fall camp. And that's like who are you going to spring football without your quarterback, and you still don't know what you got, if his shoulder's going to even be healthy when it gets back next year. So it's not a sure thing. It's just a stopgap guy. I don't think this has raised the level of play. I think if our run game is on point and we could run the ball, and we don't need Mertz to be Superman, he can hit the check downs, the easy throws, hand that bitch off, and just make the proper reads. He's coming to an offense he hasn't played in. The offense out in Wisconsin was a lot of under center, wasn't shotgun, wasn't spread, wasn't a lot of that. So he's coming into it. It's gonna be something totally different than what he's ever ran when it pertains to college football. So we'll see how Billy could develop him from now until fall. And I think he'll be judged on how this offense looks without Anthony Richardson, and we still got some holes to plug. We had Michael Tarquin and Ethan White enter the transfer portal. Ethan White was more of the surprise. Tarquin, he was getting Austin Barber and Richard Leonard is like on like when he came back from injury. Tarquin didn't like the way the depth chart was kind of shaking out. People were getting passed. Do we need Michael Tarquin from a depth perspective? Yeah, like you need both of these guys, to be honest with you. If you're just looking at it, on surface, Ethan White was a guy that hasn't put up great film before this year. He lost a lot of weight, got into good shape to be able to get on the field from when he came on campus, very out of shape, but just hasn't put up great film. None of these guys could run block before this year. We couldn't run the ball whatsoever with Dan Mullen. Pass pro was okay, but we couldn't run block to save our lives. My take on both of these guys entering the portal, people got like different opinions. They're both friends. What I think happened is, Tarquin seen the depth chart shaking out a little bit. And then what NIL is today, like if I'm not starting here, I could go probably start somewhere else and make some bread. I'm going to probably bounce. This is just mine, like me just playing what I think happened. I'm not saying this is fact or anything like that, but how I think it kind of went down. So these guys are friends, could one, like I think Ethan White jumped in the portal because his friend jumped in the portal. And I think it may be some, like, silly as it sounds, that may be it. But if from my perspective, bro, both of those guys are replaceable. Like, let's just talk football. When Torrance was out, we could not run the ball. Last year, when we didn't have Torrance, we couldn't run the ball. These are just Vandy game. What lost us the Vandy game? We could not run the ball. We should have been able to just run the ball down Vandy's throat, but for some reason, when Torrance was out, and then you look at the bowl game as well, Torrance wasn't there. We could not run the ball. These same guys were on the field. We weren't getting no push. I think Richie Leonard is the same quality of lineman as Ethan White, if not better. But you have no depth. And that's where the portal gets tricky, because I think the portal is made to get guys that come in and start right away. Make a right. You can't build depth in the portal. You're grabbing guys out of there that's gonna come start contribute right now. 9 times out of 10, those are the guys you should be grabbing out of there. You're gonna build your depth on the recruiting trail. So that's the only thing about these transfers out. Like, it's building depth. You could bring in a guy that wants to start and play, and you get the starter, but who's behind him? And that's what the trick becomes with the transfer portal. You pretty much getting one at a spot. We got to find some depth pieces with offensive line right now. I think we'll be able to find the same quality alignment that just hit the portal, but from a depth perspective, I don't know, what the depth looks like if people start getting hurt.
Yeah, that's the issue there, especially with O-line, man, because it takes a while to build O-line depth and to get consistent O-line players. Someone goes down, so that's gonna be the question. How can they replace these guys within the portal and this, that, capable guys and yeah, just from experience, that O-line shit, man. It's trenches in general, man. That shit it's tricky. So to see who they bring in and I guess develop the guys that's already on the roster.
Austin Barber, I think, is going to be one of them next ones out of our offensive line. I think he has like first round potential in him. I think he's going to be one of them guys. Cam Waite's size is great, but haven't put a lot on film. He's a project, but outside of that, bro, we're not Richard Leonard. You're replacing two starters, really. Richard Leonard and Michael Tarquin had around like the same snaps. So if you're looking like experience wise and all that, like they're right around the same, bro. Grade now, all of that. You don't lose. It's just the depth is more than anything what we're losing with these guys in the portal. I think we'll have a good offensive line. We do got to grab an offensive tackle out of the portal, and we'll see where we at with it there, and possibly the offensive guard. But you're going to possibly looking for a guy that's ready to play right now. Like, you're not going to grab no guy that's going to sit behind on the bench, and it's going to be hard for, like, that's the same problem we have in that running back. Like, who do you going to recruit outside of a freshman that comes sit behind these two young backs that, like, it's not a lot of carries. So if I'm in the portal, I'm looking for opportunity. Why would I jump in and go into a running back room that's loaded with two killers? And I think most of these guys are looking for opportunities to start when they enter that portal. And I don't know if we have a lot of those opportunities. At linebacker, yeah, but offensive line's gonna get a little tricky.
Taylor just said us we got a no cap guest that's trying to go on.
Let's hang out.
Join.
We mix
bring
it
him in,
up.
Taylor.
I got some more portal talk. Oh, this is my guy Derek.
Yo, y'all hear me?
Hey, man,
we hear you. What's good?
Cut down the John P. Key in the background, man.
Man, shut up, brother. I'm babysitting, man. Kids out of school, boy. Kid, I gotta go to another room too. My little daughter probably gonna come in. Yeah, here she come. She gonna come in here too, man. What y'all got? What's up, man? Hey, first time on, man. You see Gator. Shout out to Silk, man. That's my guy, man. It might get a little heated. Shout out to y'all boys, man. I've been loving the show. Listen to it, man. It definitely the change up was real. It was good, man. Love everything y'all doing, man. Y'all keep it up, man.
Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, man. But so it's no cap, man. As y'all been seeing, Gator Nation been coming at me the last 24 hours.
Oh, they been at your throat, bro. Pause.
Bro, yeah, they even at my throat, man. But hey, I'm gonna keep it a G. Billy from me, he get an F this year, man. Like my thing is, if any other school, let it be in Miami. Think about the first year, or even Norvell or whatever, had the type of year Billy had, we would have been cooking these boys. Like, bro, we lost to every single rival. And then on top of that, Billy has been set up like this ace recruiter. And I was exaggerating a little bit talking about Mullen could have pulled this same class.
That's why they
torch you, bro. Like,
but bro,
Mullen was terrible. Like,
but dog,
the only person from the class to do anything was Elam. The rest of that class, like nobody did a thing.
Bro, but from how Billy was being sold as this recruiter on the trail, and then when you put it up against the results we got, it's a big disappointment, dog. Like we was, especially when you looked at how
I don't think it's that simple though, D. I mean,
y'all did go 6-6.
No, I'm not talking about his grade. Like
I'm saying like you talking about recruiting, right? I'm saying just like
it ain't about no record. It's about
bro,
business.
But we went after champ year when we won 4 games. Our next recruiting class, I think we had a better class that recruiting class too, if I'm not mistaken. Didn't he get pull in the top 7 class that year?
Yeah. Muschamp with crazy. We had like 30 DBs.
bro, it don't matter, man. But it ain't about the record, though.
Roster management matters, bro. You can't say like we got a top 7 class, but then we had like no receivers and then what was his demise was offensive skill players. He couldn't get any.
But there was a lot of 4 stars. There was a lot of 4 stars receivers. They just didn't pan out. But recruiting wise, a lot of them
ain't the same. Alvin Bailey ain't. You know what I'm saying? Like Andre DeBose or those shit, bro. Like all 4 stars ain't the same, dog. Alvin Bailey getting guys like that. Quentin Dunbar, while he's a good NFL DB, he wore number 1. Muschamp did some wild shit. But yeah, I think here's my take on recruiting. I want you to get the floor. But my thing on recruiting is it ain't just do I think Billy's a hell of a recruiter. There's nobody that coached under Nick Saban that can't recruit. All them boys can flat out recruit. It's business going on, bro. Like, and they got to figure out, like, anybody that's sitting here thinking these is 2 coaches battling for a recruit right now, they done lost their mind. It's business going down right now, dog. And Florida got to figure out business. You look at the players we was down the stretch with that we lost that last minute. We land half of that shit, bro. Like, you talking about a top 5 class.
Dog, I feel you on that. I feel you on that. But what about like even like with the portal action? Like even in like what we doing now, like even in the portal, like what we waiting on for, because Florida State killing it in the portal. And yeah, like that stuff matters now, bro. Like it's you can, when you recruiting like that in the portal, yes, you got to get the high schools things, like the high school recruits and all that stuff now. But like with the portal changing the game, and I think we only 3 years in, so it's like
how many guys
it's making their class.
How many guys you think they need from the portal this year?
Who Florida?
Yeah, I mean, like,
bro,
like,
we need defensive tackles because our defense, we need defensive tackles.
They got 1, so they probably gonna get 2 more defensive tackles. I know they got 1 that Edgar kind of leaked out as well. The guy from
we
Memphis.
need 2 linebackers. We need 2 linebackers. The other guy, we got the injury prone guy. We hoping he pan out, bro. We need safety play. Like we need stuff all
you
over
can't go
the
get safeties. You looking for guys? You gotta. Here's the thing too, like here's my portal logic, right? As you like Billy early years, he got to add guys. I'm saying about 10, 12 guys through the portal. That's it. That's all you can really add. And you got 2 phases of the portal. But only thing you really want to add is 10, 12 guys. As you go on, like year 1, it's okay to add 10, 12 guys from the portal. By year 3, you shouldn't be adding them. You should be just plucking because you done built up your recruiting and your database of players that you're developing, right? So by like, that's why you congratulating with, I like what Norvell and them are doing. They patchwork and doing what they got to do. But like he done been there 3-4 years. So the freshmen he recruited should be getting on the field now. He shouldn't be having to fill those positions we ain't got nobody at that spot no more. That's why it's gonna be tricky with it. You can't just grab a shitload of guys out of the portal and just hope it stick, bro. It ruins your development of the team. You gotta develop your guys. So
it depends on that, because some of these guys with the portal, because we got a lot of guys in the portal that got multiple years. They got 2 to 3 years. Like Verse, he could technically be at FSU for 3 years if he wanted to. Johnny Wilson could be at 3 years. We get Tanner Bethune for 2. So it depends on that. And also a lot of his players, like Patrick Payne, for instance, he was a freshman on Norvell, redshirt freshman now. He's one of our better defense ends. So it's Kalen DeLoach. It's just a fine blend of it. I don't know. I guess Norvell is just fine tuning. The reason we took so less high school this class, and it also varies from year to year. The reason we took like 15 from the high school this class and taking more for the portal, like impact guys in the portal, not just depth guys in the portal, guys that's going to make a difference, is because we bring back mostly the entire roster next year. So we didn't really need that many high school guys. So next year is going to be as big a high school class. So it depends on the year too, depending on what you bring back and how the roster is looking from year to year as well, in regards to what you can take and what you can't take.
Yeah, they're not doing a lot of graduate 1 year thing, guys, and like they was guys who produce. I hate Florida State, but I'm just trying to just say just like where we are, like.
Yeah,
and then
I think we need to hit linebacker. Safety, I don't think you need to hit safety. I think you hit that in the recruiting. You got some killers with Kamari and those guys, and what you just got in a recruiting trail. You go recruit top block blue chip guys, and you put them on the field early because you believe in their talent. So I don't like to go get like the safety in the corners. I think we fine there. I don't think we need no transfers, none of that. I think we cool
at corner and safety.
I think we cool there. Yeah.
No, we
not. Look, you got Devin Moore. You got Devin Moore and Marshall on the outside coming back. If Devin Moore don't get hurt, bro, he was probably the
what
best
you think about
DB
Marshall?
on the team.
What you think about Marshall?
What you mean when I think about him? What's not to like about him? He's not an SEC starting corner. Like, what are we talking?
He ain't in that tier that we thought. He's not in that tier that we thought he was in when he first came in. Like we was trying to put him in.
I don't think he's in like comparison to Thief of Joy. He's the best corner we got on this team. So what are we talking?
That's my point. And that's what I'm saying. And then safety, we're talking about a lot of unproven guys who we thinking like a lot of unproven guys and talented.
No, let's go back. Let's go back to corner position by position. So who in the portal that you're going to get that's better than Marshall? Better film.
Bro, the guy that left A&M, I don't even think we went out to who went to Denver. LSU. Huh?
Denver Harris.
Yeah, he's better than Marshall.
Yeah. I don't even know about that, dog.
Marshall had Marshall's good.
You're fine with Devin Moore. You're fine with Devin Moore and Marshall at corner, dog. Like you
but that's me but then after the
corner?
But they're not.
I don't think so.
But after them though, we're not deep in that room. And why these freshman QBs, DBs that we're bringing in, we hope they turn out.
That's what we do at Florida. What we talking about? That's what we do. When we ain't throwing freshman cornerbacks on the field, I think Jakeem Jackson gonna be ready to play right away. I think
we thought the same thing about we thought the same thing about the Chester kid.
No, we didn't think that.
Kim Boyle, yes, we did.
No, you thought that. Don't put me.
Bro, we was high on Chester.
Bro, you lost your mind, dog. It's only a few freshmen that I said they could come here and play right away as a freshman, and then only a few guys have done that. All of them have been killers. And Jakeem Jackson is one of those guys that could play right away. I said Devin Moore could be one of those guys. If he didn't get hurt, and we saw what Devin Moore was doing.
And then if we talking safety play, you're not putting no, unless he's like different. You're not putting no true freshman back then in them safeties, bro. That's a recipe for disaster. Unless they just different alphas. You're not putting. And then Kamari, we're hoping. I mean, he took his lumps, especially in that FSU game. He took his lump. So we hoping him, but he's only one person. Like I give you Jason Marshall. I give you Kamari. The rest of all that other stuff is suspect. We can't bank on that.
Who is everybody else? I like Kimber at corner as well. He was banked up. I don't think we need no corners, though. I think corner is more than fine, dog. Like, I'm gonna be just real with you. I can see your argument at safety. We could bring, but who in the portal you like at safety?
And then tight end. Then it's all there.
Tight end is like
egregious. He not addressing tight end. I mean, our 3-star. I mean, our offensive lineman. It's the same mullet. It's the offensive lineman. Why everybody's saying, okay, check this out. But we said the same thing with some of the stuff. It sounded just like with Dan Mullen. How we was trying to like we was trying to sell it. We said I'm hearing the same. Them old linemen that we took.
Recruiting? Like you talking about the high school recruiting, you think the recruiting's been the same as Dan Mullen?
No, I'm not saying it's right. I'm saying that I don't think for what Napier.
Same. So I'm trying to see.
No. For what we was sold on with Napier, right? For what we hired Napier strictly for a good percentage of Napier's hire had to do with his recruiting prowess. Is that not true?
No, you recruiting him for like I told y'all why he was hired. He was hired for like a 10-year plan, bro. Like y'all think this is like
you're not getting 10 years here at Florida,
you
bro.
Asked me,
he won't get 10 years.
Go ahead. My take. Like you don't like y'all. You're in a different world, dog. I think everybody's in this like old. Y'all still think this is Florida with like Urban Meyer. So y'all in like La La Land. Like we're just so prestigious and we don't lose in the Gator standard, but we've been getting our ass whooped and we be getting like coaches that don't even fit the type of shit y'all want every time. We got Muschamp, we don't even got Mullen, we don't got McElwain, but we got this prestigious shit in our mind, like we only get the best of the best. Y'all motherfuckers is in La La Land. Here's the facts. We hired fucking Billy Napier to be here for a long time, dog. If you wanted a quick fix, they would have went out the older, mature guy. The way he set up his staff isn't fit just for recruiting, bro. Like the staff, he don't even have an offensive coordinator. Like bro, his quarterback coach is a guy that don't even call plays, don't touch the field. He'll have an off the field job. The way all this shit is set up for a long haul. It ain't just about recruiting, bro.
That sounds good. He go out and win 5 and 6 games. He go out and win 5. So Corey, Silk. He go out and win 5 and 6 games next year. You mean to tell me that this because all that 10-year plan, there's no way they're gonna get that man 10 years, man. They're not giving him no 17 years. That ain't happening. Billy go out and win 5 to 6 years, he's on the hot seat year 3. You know it and I know it. If he go out and win 5 or 6 years, he's on that hot seat. Corey, okay, so
he could be on whatever seat y'all want to put him on. Y'all just seen this go down to the basketball coach and all that, dog. Like everybody kept saying the basketball coach was on the hot seat, bro. He wouldn't, like, these people not gonna get fired that easily, bro. Like y'all think Florida care about football until it's time.
Bro, Dan Mullen got bro.
Y'all think Florida care about football so much until it's time to pay recruits, and then y'all get it. Y'all, well, why can't we recruit? Florida's showing y'all they don't give a shit about it like that, dog. Y'all got this prestigious shit in y'all, man. I'm trying to bring you to reality, dog. Like it ain't that deep to the powers that be, bro. You think they don't fire coaches? Oh, look at your recruiting class. They don't give a shit like that, dog. I'm telling you, bro. Like this shit is a prestigious academic university, dog. The pressure to win ain't like that. Nobody on Billy ass. This whole fan shit. This is Twitter. Y'all living in a bubble, bro. This is not real life. There's no pressure on Billy from administrative to win shit right now. I'm giving you the facts. All this fan shit is Twitter shit. It ain't real life.
Let me ask y'all. Let me ask you, Derek. Because it kind of you started off at the point of recruiting. Where y'all sit right now? Number 7, 8-ish? 10. Okay. So 10 after his first year, 6 is 6. Where do you think recruiting wise, in your mind, do you think he failed?
Bro, he didn't get not one top 20 chip in the whole state of Florida. Failed. Like we got good players. Like first, he won the now. His biggest, thank God he got Jaden Rashada. Like, oh my goodness. Like thank God he got him. But as far as failed, bro, he failed that linebacker. Now again, I'm measuring us against better. He failed that linebacker. He failed. He felt in the trenches at offensive line and offensive line defense. You cannot. I don't care what it is. You cannot lose.
How do you feel defensive line? I give you offensive line because you bringing in 5-star. I'm just a Fred critic. You bringing in 5-star quarterback, you need to get premium offensive tackles to protect them. That comes with a premium pocket, bro. That's just where we at with it. And Florida gonna show y'all, keep showing y'all. When it
he didn't fall that D line. You don't think he felt that D line compared to the rest?
And compared to who?
I mean, comparing to what we got. You don't feel like he felt that D line too, a defensive tackle?
I would have liked some more defensive tackle, but I don't think it's a failure. I give defensive line recruiting is a B plus, if not an A. It's not elite. You don't close the gap on Georgia, but I mean, look at it.
Well, that takes a couple of classes, anyways. Yeah, like that goes back to what you're saying about building depth.
Offensive line, you just got to get premium guys. They just didn't, and you need a premium offensive tackle. When you bringing in these type of quarterbacks, bro, you need to get like premium
linebacker. Okay, linebacker
is abysmal.
Tight end,
abysmal.
And even though we got the,
we can talk about
the running.
Trayon Webb. I'm not real high on Trayon. I think he's an okay back, and you still need to find another running back. But what I thought we did very well at was both receiver and DB. I think both rooms at the skill position just got loaded with talent that's gonna play right away. I think this is our best wide receiver trio in a long ass time, if not the best on recruiting and paper. All guys have 100-meter state qualifying speed. Eugene Wilson and Aiden Mazzell is probably the fastest duo in the country. Hands down, guys that could separate and that's gonna need to play early because we ain't got nothing in the receiver room. You can't compare Mullen, dog, because we watching a room like there ain't a player from Mullen regime that has done anything. Anthony Richardson, the guy that y'all shit on, is the only guy that Dan Mullen brought in that has done a thing.
Bro.
Running back room, all them guys got passed by true freshmen and a guy that came from Louisville. All of them, they're gone. Didn't do anything this year. Yeah. He didn't leave a tight end. Like we want, Billy need to bring it in. He didn't. There's no tight ends in the room. Empty. Our DB is the worst secondary floor has ever seen. Hands down. Worst wide receiver group that we have ever seen, hands down. And like, what are you talking about? Like the stuff that Mullen brought in was guys that were easy layup recruiting battles, bro. They didn't bring in no talent, dog, and that's just the facts of it, bro.
Did he bring in better talent? Okay.
My bad, bro. We got a couple more. Y'all got a couple more
Okay,
people.
go
Go get your last takes off.
Okay, all right. Did he bring in better talent than Kentucky?
No.
Did he bring in better talent?
I'm just telling you,
Tennessee.
No. I don't think he did. Like, you can go back and look and say they did, but nah, they Stoops out evaluated him and got better players to fit his shit. He wasn't just grabbing guys, man. So no, they didn't out recruit him, dog. You always
he didn't out recruit Tennessee. He didn't out recruit UCF. He didn't out recruit Vanderbilt. He didn't out recruit. He didn't out recruit them either. Bro,
like you're talking about, like you can't go by like a game matchup and say out recruited that guy, bro, because a lot of things got to happen in between recruiting them and then actually getting on the field. Like a lot of things got to transpire from like I'm getting this guy on campus to the next coach coaching him in a football game and said, oh, he didn't have a higher recruiting class than that. Nah, bro, like there's no real credit. Like Mullen did a lot of good things with McElwain's evaluations with Kyle Pitts, Tony, and all those guys. He's a great X and O guy, but he left the cupboard like he left like we Mississippi State or some shit. That's what we look like.
I got you, man. Hey, I appreciate y'all, boys. So you know it's all love, man. Go Gators, man.
No,
appreciate.
We got a lot of shit to fit. I ain't like you can ride, but I'm just being a buck. Like I'm not excited about when we finish that recruiting, dog. I'm just like. What am I gonna do about it? Like bitch about it every day? Nah. Like we finished at 10. Should this shit have been better? Yeah. But I know I can't. This ain't 1999. I'm gonna say, oh damn, my coach ain't sending enough letters and text him enough. That's why we ain't get them and shit. Nah, bro. Like,
I just feel like we should be concerned. Like I just feel like when people say it's a lot of hope that we have.
Y'all
which I'm just trying to figure out where this
with
hope
the money should be concerned,
okay.
Derek. That's what I'm telling y'all. I'm giving y'all some real game here, bro. Like y'all be passionate about it. The people that making these programs go right now. Miami has a top 5 class because boosters. This is facts. They look like a shit show the entire season. You know why Miami got a top 5 class? Boosters. And y'all think Florida care about football? We got way more money than them. They showing y'all that it's not that serious. Y'all losing y'all mind. Sending out all these mass texts. They showing y'all the richest program in the state, one of the richest programs in America. Are showing y'all that it's not that serious with them with football, bro. That's just what it is. When our boosters care about football, we're gonna get top 5 classes, and we're gonna be like we care again. Urban Meyer told y'all this. Steve Spurrier told y'all this. Every coach on the left here told y'all, "Hey man, Florida ain't really spending no money on this shit." And then we see it, and
the
still
results
don't
are
see it.
Hey, feel you, man. But I want to keep giving y'all boys y'all flowers, man. Y'all killing it, man. I love this show, man. Y'all doing it, bro.
Hold it down, my dude.
All right, man.
Bro. Come back and join us again, dog.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, don't forget about culture, man. That was something I wanted to say while you talk about Kentucky. They got a culture there now.
And
you know what I mean?
He a developer too, man. That's
right. That's what I'm saying. Good evaluations, good development.
Yeah, because he did that shit at FSU, man. He could definitely develop some talent.
Yeah. So now when you're looking at our new coaches, they have to do that reset to reset the culture and the roster.
Now you see if they can develop the guys.
Right.
We gotta get a coach of motherfucker dropping that bag too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
You got like all of it's got to be a little bit of everything. Like people keep talking about these coaches when like it's blatant. You know what I'm saying? I've been consistent on this show with that. I say, yo, Florida State boosters care about football. You know what I'm saying? When it pertains to dropping that bag, like we know what it's like behind the scenes. Florida State ain't never been shy of that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know that it's true about us. You know what I'm saying?
It's a new day. It's a new day, so the formula changes.
I'm not saying we don't, but
so you have to, you know what I mean. Once you add the NIL part, now that's a new factor, and then you got to figure out. We seeing how much of a percentage that matters, you know, to each, you know, and each kid is going to society.
You show what they value. Like check this out. Like Miami has an offensive line guy, right? And you look in their trenches, you can see where the NIL bread went. It went in the trenches. Offensive line. Like they got a couple 5-stars in the offensive line. Highly talented guy. Quarterback position with us. As you can see in back-to-back class.
Hey, Sauce, you got headphones like that?
No, I don't got headphones.
All right, when just mute whenever it's talking. Just mute it, and then we'll go back and forth like that.
Yeah, that echo gonna be crazy. But if you look, at our recruiting, like we're gonna spend money at quarterback. It looks like you can see like some of these guys' strategy, but Like offensive line, you got to put a premium on that, man. These guys got to, do what they got to do business wise. I don't care when these recruits say like this is a business thing that's going down. When Pancake came out and said that, I'm like, okay, that's what it is. So like everybody recruiting him, you bringing them in for a visit, knowing that this is about business. Get your business affairs in order. That's my take on it. Like if this guy led with, yo, whatever school I'm going to, they better have this business right. I'm making a business decision. It's a lot on my brand and all of that shit. You need to get your ducks in a row with the money. If not, you just wasting your time bringing this kid on campus if you ain't got that bread right.
When you say that, and then we're going to let Sauce rock out. When you say that, like, what do you mean? Because the schools themselves can't, offer the NILs, correct? Like you're saying basically the organization.
Alert your people.
Basically get all the ducks in a row so that you can present to this potential student / athlete, hey, these are the opportunities that we could line up for you, right?
Yeah,
so I think
I don't know.
Yeah, I think some people get confused with that because like they'll say, "Oh,
no, the school can't."
Yeah, some people
don't
do
legally supposed to like talk about NIL money and deals and all of that. But the school is definitely being represented by this ain't the roundup or this ain't, it's the big 3 hoedown. This is the roll up. We're gonna talk this real shit. There is somebody from the school side. I'm not saying on staff or anything like that, but somebody, whether it could be the kid, an advocate, it could be the kid's representation, whoever it may be, but somebody's getting told what the future business and a pitch of some sort.
Right.
Show.
Okay. What's up, Sauce? What you got for us today, brother?
Kind of the wave game.
Yeah, it was good. I kind of want to do something different than Derek. I wanted to kind of touch bases on all 3 schools and give a feel, in my opinion, on like how everybody fared. Pretty much Silk killed Miami's is really booster. Like no kid really went there with the aspiration saying, "Oh, I just want to be a Hurricane," despite the 5-7 effort, losing to Middle Tennessee and stuff. Florida State. Norvell did pretty good with the portal. And only thing with that is you can't get too portal happy because guys in high school are going to see, well, they're not taking too many high school kids. They're not really developing guys out of high school. I'm not sure I want to go there. But Norvell did have success on the field this year due to the portal, and that's good. Florida State is, taking the necessary steps to get there. And with UF, I'm disappointed in Billy because, we have our highest average since Urban Meyer's in 2010. But the way he closed and finished the class, I didn't like that. Like you have a guy like Platt that is flipping from Stanford, and you don't close on him. You let him go to Texas A&M, a team that has like 30 plus guys in the portal. That's a position we desperately need. Like we only have Odom's, I forgot his name, 18, and then we have Zip whenever he comes back from injury. So I don't know. I just feel like Billy didn't really stand on business as far as finishing up the class. Like, yeah, it's great. We have like 18, 19 blue chips. That's cool and all. But when you look at it, our class should have finished around 25 to 30 guys. And I think we ended with like 21 or 22, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, dog. Billy don't scroll the check. I keep telling y'all, dog. Like, you think Billy ain't one of them people too? Billy one of them motherfuckers too down the scratch, dog. He was disappointed as hell too. Like it's just not about that, dog. Like, look who you like. We know what Bama did coming down the scratch to get these people that they getting, dog. Like people could act like it's just to win. They ain't in the national championship. They go grab what they want down the scratch, dog. And it's a little bit of everything, but when business start getting done, that's just what it is. Oregon finish. Like you look at the Notre Dame finish. Like you think Freeman just shit the bed down the stretch, or some teams pulled up with some better business than Notre Dame and flipped some shit. That's all it was. Landon ain't do no better job than Freeman down the stretch. He ain't a better recruiter. What came down the stretch, and then you seen the one that Landon pulled from Notre Dame, he flipped to Oklahoma the next morning. Like there's a lot of weird shit going on. This shit is about business, and I think, like I keep saying, this shit's on the boosters. If we keep getting new coaches and blaming the new coaches on what the fuck Florida got going on, I'm behind the scenes. I'm telling you what's going on. It's a lack of business. I ain't shying away from the facts of what the shit going on, dog. Like I could easily say, yeah, Billy need to close. That's easy shit to do. I done that with previous coaches, dog. I'm just giving you the facts of life, dog. Florida ain't dropping that bag.
I mean, with what I was told, like, I think the week of National Signing Day, I've heard from people that are inside of the program saying that Billy has all the resources. So if that's the case, he has the resources, then why isn't business being stood on? And I get it from like the booster standpoint. Like I understand, like for example, Miami. The only reason why their class is top heavy like that is because nobody would match that. And then even what they was offering other kids to come in at quarterback, because as soon as we took Rashad, you know, they going after Dante Moore and stuff.
Hold on a second. You said nobody would match that. Why?
Them boys are desperate.
Hold on. Let me give you some shit. I'm just gonna give you some real life shit. So if Miami boosters, mute real quick. That echo crazy. If Miami boosters see a 5-7 shit show, they couldn't cross the 50-yard line, and they said, you know what, by all means, we care about this program this much that we're gonna pay whatever it costs to make these motherfuckers a better roster. Why don't the University of Florida boosters feel the same way?
I think Sauce is saying, like, and I don't know too much of the Miami details, that in certain situations for certain players, they pay way over market value for the certain player, and in which turns some of the damn schools.
So who determines that? Like, who determines market value at this point? You know what I mean?
I mean, if you look at the guy who just went to Florida State from Miami, when he was at Maryland, it was us in Miami, and we were looking at him for a depth piece. Miami was looking at him as a starter, and the amount that he received was way more than what we were going to offer, and that guy didn't even start for Miami. So like, that's what I'm saying. Like they overpaying for keep away and stuff. You know what I mean? Like they not even, whatever the guy name is who just left to go to Florida State. He was saying his mom was Jackson. There you go. I think
Jack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jackson ain't started for. He may have been a rotation detail.
No, he started for us.
Okay.
Oh, I thought he was a rotation guy.
No,
you either upgrading your roster or you're not, dog.
Yeah, he's a big loss.
I don't want to get into it. Like, it's just all this shit about market value. All of that is like just to me. Don't even like who cares?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. It don't matter. You either upgrading your roster, and then Billy can't wrote them checks. So if it's out of market value, and we're going to get shit of value, then people are gonna be like, yo, why are we getting these 3-star kids? Because that's what we can afford. Nah, bro. Like, you got to be able to keep up with the competition. Your competition is spending a certain type of money, landing kids a certain way. Look at around you. Look at Georgia. Look at how however Miami's beating you. Like, once you get in a head-on-head matchup with Miami, you already know what it is. You already know how they come in with it. So why I'm gonna let you get your take off. When you get into one, that's my thing with the whole shit, right? Everybody.
Why even get yourself in that fucking situation in the first place?
Right.
You know what it is from the
get-go. You know what it is. You know they gonna overpay.
You wasting resources.
What the vibes is. Correct.
Come hard.
Yeah. So it ain't overpaying. It's just what they demanding. So you either say you're gonna step to it or you're not. And if you're not, eventually it's gonna probably pile up.
But what if it's not what the kids demand? It's just, hey, here's a number.
I don't know how none of that stuff works exactly. You know what I'm saying? I don't have that particular insight. I wish I did. I wish I knew a recruit. Too bad I moved out of Savannah because we got a couple of more high star guys. I want to get up on the situation.
You ain't tapped in with Luke, dog. You ain't tapped in with Luke.
Savannah Luke.
Right, bro.
I'd really like to be sitting in that living room one day. Not to snitch, just to get a, you know what I'm saying? Just to get an understanding of how the money does work. And you know, the money been working. It's just a new way for it to work now.
Here's some more shit, Sauce. Like, and we just hanging out because this is the roll up. There's no cap. This is how we vibe, right? So we're just gonna kick it. The boost, it can't be, and I know like the collective got a lot going on, whatever. You know what I'm saying? We talked about that last show, but it can't just be. You could tell there's no unity within the boosters as far as like handling, NIL, recruiting, all of that. Like, there's no organization to it, bro. They got to figure that shit out from that perspective, dog. Like, fans are going crazy. This shit's bigger than Nino Brown, dog. Y'all woofing and raving about 2 coaches who could sell a campus better, bro. Y'all lost y'all damn mind, dog. It's business going down, dog. And these boosters got to get on the same accord. And you can see some organization on Florida State side when it pertains to boosters getting organized with collectives and all of that. They got to figure out that type of shit, and then there's more of a strategy on how they're gonna spend money and budget it. Because, dog, like, I'm like the shift of name, image, and likeness, right, has switched from like negotiating salaries from boosters and collectives, dog. It ain't about no name, image, and likeness. It's yo, you better get a collective together, be able to pay kids some type of salary, or that shit ain't going down. Like kids are entering the portal because they saying another program said $400,000. So what are you gonna give me, bro? This ain't naming, image, and likeness. You negotiating a salary.
Yeah, it's like I said, you're gonna be the Yankees or you're gonna be the Athletics. You know what I mean? Both have had some good success. It's just how you gonna, plow that road. And we have to figure out now too, like a point I was kind of thinking about in all this discussion is, where do we rank recruiters at this point? Because let's say Billy's a better recruiter than Mario. Okay, let's say that. Well, then at the end of the line, okay, now it's money. Well, he hedged them out by the money. Let's say Mario did an A job and Billy did an A+. But then the money come now, and the money over at Miami is an A, and the money over at Florida is a C. Well, then now you do the average. I'm gonna take the A. Because it checks more boxes. So it's weird where we're going to end up putting recruiters as far as because both of those guys came in with reputations for being top flight recruiters.
You think they can put Eddie and Ruiz on 247? Rank them?
Yeah, let's do it. Right. I know who is interested on 3 for sure. They definitely want that shit.
That's a fact.
They just, matter of fact, they just put an article out.
Write down notes. Yeah, they still got an idea right there.
They put an article out saying John Ruiz is like the NIL person of the year or something like that.
See what I'm saying?
They just did that earlier today.
A top 10 booster ranking on this bitch.
Yeah, most impactful person of 2022.
The ACC booster
John Ruiz. He's they say the owner of Life Wallet and Cigarette Racing has invested $10 million into NIL, and he's not slowing down.
All right, enough of that guy. Sauce, tell the people where they can find your podcast at, man, and also tell us a little bit about the podcast, and also whatever else takes you have, man. But I do want people to know you have a Fire podcast.
Appreciate it. My last take, I was going to talk about merch. I know with the quarterback situation, like the fan bases, going back and forth. People are trying to police fandom, trying to tell people what to do. Me personally, I like Gators. As you see, like my hoodie Gators, I'm going to chill for my team. I'm going to watch the games, go to games that I go to. I can't stress the coach job or the booster job because that's not my, that's not mine. So I'm going to let them have it that. But my podcast is on YouTube, Apple Pods, Spotify. I'm on Instagram, Twitter with it. It's Sauce Kicks Pod, and that's pretty much it. I just go on there to talk about my love and interest of sneakers, and bring on people who also are into sneakers and let them share their story, and just talk about different topics. I'm not on there to really push the foot around or nothing like that. Try to be something I'm not, or try to put on this persona that I know everything about sneakers. I just share what I know, or just try to learn more about it as well as I go about it.
How many pairs you got?
I was at 129 a few months ago. Now I'm at 113 because I've been trying to move some out. I'm at 113.
That's what's up. I had to slow down. I had too many vices.
Well, I feel you now.
I don't know where I'm at. Quick count. I started adding the dollars, and it was making my stomach hurt. And I only pay retail. Very rarely do I pay over retail. Very, very rarely. And that still ended up being 200, 400, 600. All right, never mind. This shit's starting to rack up.
Yeah.
$1,000 right there. Yeah. Y'all check. You got anything else, bro?
Not really. Just go Gators. Hope everybody behave this off season, almost setting up phase and everything like that. Everybody need to vibe out because this past off season was terrible. It was terrible.
I know one thing you need to have. I ain't bringing it up.
I appreciate y'all boys letting me come on, man. I'm gonna keep vibing out and watching.
Appreciate it. Pull up.
For sure.
Already. Yeah, I missed all the fades that was getting scheduled last year. I was in my own little world, bro. Just go and get your troll off and get out of there.
Zero pan out. And some of these people were seen. Man, what y'all said? Y'all said y'all was gonna wrinkle his collar.
Yeah, man.
30 up his shirt or something, man. Y'all ain't scuff a shoe.
It's a different era, man.
Yeah, you're right.
Hey, one time for the great folks at State Farm and Alan Horne Insurance, man, the roll up is powered by Alan Horne. Anything you may need insured in Florida, Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia. What else we at with it?
You said Florida already?
Said Florida. Gotta say
Florida.
Florida.
Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, Alabama.
Tennessee, Alabama. I think that's it, man. If you need anything insured, a house, trailer, your roof, your life, they got you, man. 706-692-2888 for a free quote. Again, my man Alan Horne at 706-692-2888, Georgia, Florida, Tennessee, and Alabama.
Yo.
Let's switch it up. Get off some Florida. Been Florida. A lot of Gator talk, man. I got some more stuff to get off and some opinions to get into, but I want to keep it round table and get some Miami talk going. What you got cooking, Larry?
Well, basically, since we come off of the signing class, had a time to evaluate some things where we still probably got a few holes we'd like to fill. Well, I'll start with the Cole Kamani thing. So he still hasn't signed. I done heard several stories as to why. I'm not going to get into any speculation because I don't know any of it to be factual. I do know that with that new window opening, there's still going to be some threats out there to possibly pull him away. There's no, from everything I'm hearing, there's no concern really on the Miami side. I think it is something that they're handling or whatever, but you got to be real. If it's going to stretch out to February, you got to at least watch out for at least Alabama as a real threat there. I don't know about the Colorado thing. I mean, it could. I got my doubts.
I know a team that's a threat, man. It kind of came out of nowhere.
Who that?
Wildcats.
Yeah, man. I would east on I-4, Daytona.
Get him with the wings.
Yeah.
Feed his ass them wings.
Ass them wings.
Yeah, you like them, don't you?
Right.
But NIL wing deal, man.
Like, for real, hey, real shit though.
Yeah.
Get you your own sauce, baby.
But yeah, so we'll watch how that situation develops. I haven't heard a ton of other schools attached. But I mean, there's got to be some. Okay, for me, the personal level of concern isn't as high because I still think we did fairly well in the cornerback market. I like Amari Brown a lot. We brought his brother in. I think he's got 2 years of eligibility left. Who's a starter already. Of course, you like to have him, but I think the biggest thing there would be like how the class would slide a few slots, on paper.
What the hell could it? Got to be something like, because this is like, I mean, days up before like the signing day. I mean, he was wearing Mario loafers in his living room and shit. So like, once the shenanigans started on signing day morning, his mom sent out a tweet saying that he's not signing. From there, we looking for like a flip that may happen that day, right? Like some shit about to go down now, but he's going somewhere else. But as these days expire, like you said, all the scenarios of what it could possibly be, grades, another team, NIL, whatever it may be, you know what I'm saying? It's been a lot of speculation, but now that he has to go all the way to signing day, like that's even like just adds more awkwardness to this whole situation of like what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll tell you this much, kind of per what we spoke on the other show, with some of our concerns with his recruitment and how it's been going. I'm like, man, I'll be honest, not even trying to be funny. I don't know if he need to leave Florida because he got to go through his mama for everything. So I'm like, bro, you're not ready yet to lead the nest. It don't seem.
Right.
So that's another reason they probably. I mean, real talk. I just don't think he's quite ready to lead that nest yet. So that kind of bodes well for us as well. I just don't think he's at that level of maturity yet. You got to get there though. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, I don't know, like how long. That's he hasn't addressed anything when it pertains to his recruiting, and that's a good take.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen it before. I remember Eli Apple. They all the way to the draft. They was like, man, this man, mama do everything for him, and it was like that was a concern for several teams. Like,
yeah, he
just seemed a little too in the nest. So we're gonna watch that situation play out. Like I said, I definitely wouldn't count Alabama out. T-Rob was down there. I think he ran into Mario. Actually, that was the word. They ran into each other at school. I heard they don't like each other already, so that was funny. I was like, man, I wish I could have saw that little scene unfold at the school. But yeah, supposedly they already have a disdain for each other, and
so no prime in this. I don't know. More of a Bama word, you think?
That would be the one, because I think they got him pretty close to taking that visit. You know, remember the visit buzz popped up. I think that was pretty close. Now that they got some more time, they're gonna be like, man, you might as well just swing by. And at that point, in all honesty, kind of might as well just swing by. You ain't signed nowhere yet.
I don't think, I'm gonna be honest with you, from the energy of the camp, his recruitment, I don't think Alabama is up his alley. I think it's a lot of discipline and structure over there, bro. Just keeping the beam with you.
Yeah. Like I said,
I think Colorado's loose. I think
way too far.
Yeah, but it's some things about that situation, and I know there is definitely some contact, and there's definitely some serious conversation. I don't want to make light of, like, Deion's in that motherfucker, bro. And I know academic wise, Deion been very open about how easy it is to get into school out there. So if that is a concern, if that is just, a hypothetical that's out there, I think Prime got some things in his corner. Carmoney loves the spotlight. He loves attention. Prime gonna have plenty of attention and plenty of spotlight out there. And in the other corner on the other side is also Travis Hunter. So I think they could get some shit cooking, man. If you could pull that off 2 times in a row, I do think Deion's bigger threat than Alabama. I would say, just from my perspective, I don't think that kid want to go Bama too straightforward.
I can see that.
Ain't no big I'm the superstar type vibes in Bama, dog. Like, everybody moving kind of a little different out there.
Got a super chat real quick from the homie Reggie B. He said, what's good, y'all boys? PCU finna take over the SWAC.
PCU.
You already know what the vibe is, baby. Hell Wildcat, man. We up out of here. Yeah, FAMU, I have transferred for those who didn't see my tweet.
My dog hit the portal.
Yeah, I'm out of here, man. I'm going with my homie Ed.
What?
I just did what it been. Man, hey, Ed's my guy, man.
I see how you rolling, bro. That's why your closet look like that, bro. Yeah, that's why your closet look like that, bro.
Don't worry about it, bro. We gonna add to it, bro. I got some cooking gear coming your way.
Worry about it.
You just switched. You just flip like that, bro.
It's Ed Reed, man.
This whole time, the man just flipped like that, bro.
It's Ed Reed, baby. Let me get the last part off. He said, Billy Napier gonna be good. I just don't like Bateman and P. Tony at all.
I gotta see more from Tony, to be honest with you. I'm not sold on Tony, but I do want to see him I just know what my safeties and linebackers was, bro. And without safeties and linebackers, you ain't really got much. Defensive tackles too. We just was weak down the middle. So I want to see him get some strength down the middle, and then I'll see what the play calling really looks like in the scheme. Bateman could kick rocks barefoot. You know what I'm saying? In Belgrade.
Yeah, that's what people do oftentimes, man. Just completely overlook. Like, bro, I don't care what defense you call. If you just getting bullied off the rock every time, I mean, I can't call don't get beat up. You know what I mean? Some of it's got to just come down to.
Bro, we just got a mess of a defensive, like, our linebackers are just a bunch of guys that never played linebacker in high school. Like, none of them. Like, you just got nothing. Only one that would play linebacker in high school, the one that you had was good, Ventrell. The rest of them guys played a whole bunch of, like, nonsense, man. But we got D-Rob in the building, man. Let's talk.
Right, you got to hope.
Yeah.
Hope is a hell of a way to come into it.
I hope D-Rob got headphones.
What's up, fellas?
What up, bro?
Well, man, D-Rob got damn tin can with a string on it. Like he ain't never been on the show before. Look at him, froze on us. You know what we're doing here, man. Come on and act appropriately.
You brought your ears this week, D-Rob?
You done froze again.
Say what?
Nah, man. They were talking about your ears, bro.
Oh my gosh.
What's up with it, man? How you feeling? This is D-Rod, friend of the show. If you tell them
can y'all even hear me?
Yeah, man. Y'all boys act like y'all never used technology before. Every time y'all come on here, everybody. Ain't got no headphones. What's up with it? You good, bro? What were we talking?
It's choppy. It was choppy. Talking about
Yeah.
We hear you.
Hell no. I get D-Rob out here, man.
D-Rob, 19.
Yeah, I know Larry. I got to get it probably pretty soon. I got a couple little quick takes in regards to FSU. Last week we did get the commitment for the #1 defensive tackle in the portal, Braden Fisk, big time kid. Yeah, real active man, athletic guy. Borrowed him with Daryl Jackson, the other defensive tackle we got from Miami. So good trench work going forward.
I fucked up. We talking trash about you, Gerald. Go back and listen to the tape. He said wasn't no room for y'all that time when we
man, it really wasn't though, bro. And I was back now. I even back now,
I wanted him, but
I wanted him. Yeah, man. Like you got to take them defensive tackles. And Daryl was one of them guys coming up, man.
Yeah, he did a good job for us, man. I do really wish him the best, except when they play us. That's it. Good luck otherwise.
On the other exits in the transfer portal for us was Jordan Young, defensive back Jordan Young, and Trevez Johnson both exited as well.
Yeah, we really
was abysmal. I wouldn't mind if seeing Jordan Young stick around, but the lack of playing time, I thought he should have got more reps, to be honest with you, this past season. But he didn't see the field a whole lot. I think he's going to be a guy that could possibly play at a lower level, and then you see him playing in the NFL a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I think he ended up making an NFL roster at some point. I think he's talented. That's it as far as exits. I don't think I have any more right now.
Yeah, we haven't had any more movement. I would say after the class signing, I mean, obviously these are going to be young guys. Some of them I would expect to be immediate contributors, specifically, the offensive line guys, Okunlola, Maui Go. I don't know if they, plug them in at guards or maybe even one of them take a tackle spot. Zion still hasn't said anything. I'm assuming he's coming back. Haven't really heard anything else about him. Because remember at first, it was just a little cleanup of the knee.
Yeah,
didn't play the first game. Played a few snaps against Southern Miss, and then we never saw him no more. So I'm assuming he's probably going to come back for one more year. But I would expect those guys to probably be immediate contributors. Ruben Bain's a guy that's just he's got a weird size wise as far as like he's like on 6'2", about 250, but he just happens to be just very productive and disruptive. So I think he'll get out there, especially on passing downs.
Who you got? Like real quick, who you got for your favorite offensive recruit, favorite defensive recruit, and also MVP of the class type, the guy that you think be the most valuable guy of the class, and who contributes early? I think you already said Ruben Bain.
So yeah, and I mentioned the O-line. So I'll go. I would go. My favorite offensive recruit would probably be. I'm gonna actually stick O-line. I'm gonna stay Maui Goa. For a couple of reasons. I just think he's ready. He's got the frame already. He's not carrying a lot of bad weight. It's good feet. And I just think he's a guy that's ready to contribute. Plus, behind the scenes, a lot I was, kind of told that he was a big anchor for this class. Huge in keeping it together. Even after like the losses and the the Rashada departure, he was very implemental in keeping that class together. So he would be that for me. Defensively,
get him. He's trying.
Defensively, yeah. Remember he left her early. I think it was Duke or his Middle Tennessee.
He was pounding the whole game and shit.
And I said, yeah, man. I told y'all that boy wanted to get his pass, man. Come on, man. Y'all can't be this bad. Defensively, I'm gonna swing back to a guy that I said I would be most excited about. I don't necessarily think he's going to be a early contributor because he took away some time from football because he was living in California. I think got a little banged up this year too, but Collins Akia is just a guy that I think has tremendous upside. He's already, 6'6", 6'7", huge wingspan, already up in that 250 range. So get him coached up properly. I think he could be a real monster. Look at this man.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Y'all gotta see the visuals, dog.
And check this out too. If you are listening on Apple, Spotify, any of that, get off of here. We're about 9 people subscribers short of 4,000. Go help us out get over this 4,000 hump.
Oh yeah,
We'll
yeah.
Keep this thing rolling, man. On YouTube, go make your account if you don't have an account. Go like and subscribe on YouTube right now if you listen. D-Rob got some ridiculous headphones.
Hey man, I had to, bro.
It still sound like shit.
Bro, y'all can't hear me?
I said, you loud as hell.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah. Just take it. That's a good tone right about there.
All right, cool.
But real quick before you jump in, let me finish up. Mute up for me real quick, D-Rob. Yeah, your volume super loud. You might can adjust that on the setting somewhere. See if you can turn your mic down a little bit. But Kyle Keapon would be my favorite defensive recruit. What was the other questions? Leader, let's say
most valuable player in the class.
Most valuable player in the class.
Yeah.
Let me see. I'll move it off of Maui Goa. Let's go. Man, it's hard for me to get out this offensive line, man, because I know it's trench work. Give me Okunlola, man.
Y'all invested some money down there, bro.
Hey, man, listen. And I think it's going to pay off well. I think it's going to pay off.
Williams to throw interception.
He may never play. You know how the game go. But I like
all
Kid.
that money for Emery to go out there and just throw
I like Kid. Hey, man, y'all stole our quarterback at the end. I mean, what we going to do? We had to. Y'all stole one. Here we are. But yeah, those are the guys that might have good early good positive feelings about. I think these guys were really going to be difference makers down the stretch for us. And, we'll see what we spend next year. What's up, D?
D-Rob, real quick, you got gotta get Larry on out there real quick, so give us your takes.
I get it out a little bit.
You talking about my takes on what our class?
Whatever you got, brother.
Yeah.
The headphones. Them Pikachu beats.
Hey, you all right? So I took my I took my door because like for some reason my laptop and everything is acting stupid.
I bet they can't wait till you get deployed.
I just grabbed hers real quick. I had booted off the
right. How you going just like that?
Yeah, deploy this man. This man taking my headphones.
Right, she definitely pulled the plug on the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
This is the craziest thing. Like you say, you got people like D-Rob pull up all the time. D-Rob always take a technological ass whooping. Week by week.
Been coming here for like 5 years, man.
Week by week. So hey man, you don't need much. Get your iPad, something, brother. Get your iPad, some headphones, sit your ass still somewhere. And you're gonna be good.
I got my offensive and defensive. Oh, D-Rob back. Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. My daughter laptop keep kicking me off, man.
You got all her shit, man. Get your own
that's her,
shit.
bro. She don't plug the Wi-Fi.
This is crazy. Hey, so real quick, before I get cast, understand I understand the Cormani McClain situation, but at this point, it is what it is. Getting Damari Brown at the end, I think will be better for us because I think he'll be here in the spring. It's looking like Cormani ain't gonna be to whatever school he go to. Hopefully, it's us to the fall. He's not gonna be ready to play, regardless if he's 5-star talent. I mean, with how everything is playing out, and
all right, D-Rob, you gotta get this shit off next week.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, tell him bring him back no more, man.
They'll go it all, man.
That's our brother, but he just screwing the floor the whole show with this in and out rabbit ear shit, man. Don't put his ass.
Give your daughter her Pikachu headphones.
Yeah, give
him prepare at all, man.
Let her finish watching goddamn YouTube and all that.
Preparation is key. That's what happens when you don't come prepared. He ain't had the right headphones, and everything was down here from there, bro.
Hey, them jokers be talking about, man, my computer messing up. Your computer been messed up, man. Well, come on the show.
Yeah, right.
Like
it was messed
like
up
it just
last
broke
week.
this week.
Yeah.
He kept it a bean. He says my daughter's headphones and computer. He got all that.
Yeah, because the other one was acting up.
Got
So
that
now
childish out the way.
Got that childish ass hard drive trying to do big boy shit.
But now, real quick though, that was a good question too. So in regards to your offense and defense MVPs, for me, it'll be Blake Nicholson for defense. I love linebacker out of California. I really love this kid, man. Plays both ways, real athletic, can run. Pretty much the type of linebacker you need nowadays. For offense, I know it's easy to point to Hakeem Williams, and rightfully so, a big-time playmaker out of Fort Lauderdale, Stranahan. But for me, it's going to be Lucas Simmons, I think, the 6'8", 300-pound left tackle out of Clearwater Academy International. He was the #1 offensive tackle on Coach Atkins' board. He was his #1 recruit for like 2 or 3 years, if I'm not mistaken. Lucas Simmons is the guy that I'm really high on for this class as far as making an impact on offense.
I'm 2 misses right there, dog. Like if we could have got beat, because I know we was close to Simmons, but he kept it too trill, man. Some of these kids just too loyal, bro.
Yeah, he a real one, man. He ain't with the
throwback.
Yeah, he a throwback type of player. Yeah, y'all did had a late push for him, but yeah, Simmons is a dynamic left tackle. I know it isn't a sexy pick, and isn't going to get the glitz and the glamour, but that's the position you want, right? The one that if you have an offensive tackle that's not talked about a lot, then he's on his job.
There you go. That's what I was just about to say. Yeah. You when you don't talk about your O-line, things are going well.
Right.
When you start calling people by their number because they
that
get
should
their
be clear. Yeah.
Oh, it's 63.
CJ, what you think about like where y'all class finished and what could have?
My biggest issue with the class is damn, I forgot his name that damn quick. Look it up real quick, man.
What he play?
Defense end decommit, the one that flipped
to last minute.
Yeah, Keldrick Falk.
Right.
That was my biggest issue with this class is Keldrick Falk because I knew we weren't like numbers wise, we weren't taking a lot of high school kids. We only took 15 or 16. What's the number? The total number. So that was my biggest issue with that is Keldrick Falk. We keep Falk. I mean, shit, we're looking at it with the additions we had on Saturday. We're looking at a top 12 high school class, which I'm okay with the numbers we were taking. We only took 17 high school kids. Maybe if you're taking that, and I know the numbers were low in regards to that because we have so many coming back. If you're going to take that many, maybe focus on. I know their evaluation is pretty good, but just a higher clip of blue chip guys. That'd be probably my only complaint. If you're going to take a limited class, just have a higher hit rate with blue chip guys and hold on to Keldrick Falk. You know, it's like you said, it's tough for those Alabama, Mississippi kids. That's my biggest complaint with the class. We pretty much hit on all our initial needs. If we get Keldrick Falk, that'll definitely, we got to wrap up all of our needs. But just higher blue chip rate and just hold on down the stretch, man. It's 2 years in a row. We lost pretty much one of our better players in the class with Travis Hunter on Saturday with Travis Hunter and Keldrick Falk. So you got to close on that for sure.
Yeah, I think after we wrapped, that's what I was trying to get to a little bit earlier. I still think the areas of immediate need that we would probably need to attack in the portal still. We did get some linebacker help with Francis Malgoa's brother, Francisco. He should be a solid, this guy, like I said, right frame.
Lazy as hell, man.
Oh, yeah, talking about the names.
Well, Francis, then Francisco. He's like, get this shit.
Yeah, and Francisca, Fresca, whatever the rest of the name family is. But we welcome you to Miami.
From the next one.
We addressed that need. We definitely brought in a bunch of linebackers in the class. That's why I say I don't know if we're trying to run down 3-4 or what. He brought in a ton of linebackers. All talented kids. I like every single one of them. I think the bottom of that room. I think ranking wise would be Bobby Washington. I think he still was a 3. Explosive, violent, angry kid. I think the biggest thing he's probably just going to have to work on is just discipline with wrapping up. He's so used to delivering the kill shot that that's something he's going to have to adjust at the next level. But I think we did pretty good addressing the O-line. We did a little bit of O-line work in the portal as well, getting Cohen. Running back, we ended up cleaning up that class by adding 2 guys. So I think we'll leave the portal alone there.
I like that y'all got speed and some physicality. I like
that. Yeah, a little thunder and lightning. Yeah,
I like
those good additions. Did okay with wide receiver. I'm sure we'll be looking to add another wide receiver, though. We still We missed because Hakeem Williams was the guy that they were really
real nasty.
they added some more, speed. These guys are fast, but they're smaller guys. You look at Robbie Washington, Ray. These guys are explosive guys, but they're still on the smaller side. So we're definitely be looking to add a bigger guy outside, like a Kobe Young who came on late for us last year. I think he's definitely showed a lot of flash of potential to be the guy right out the gate next season. I think they'll be looking for another in that particular mold. So that'll be another look. I can see them possibly, I don't think it's a need, but I can see them maybe possibly adding one tight end just for a veteran. If they just need a home, but I doubt it. I don't think they'll really go anywhere there. So that's pretty much the offensive side. I think we're pretty secure there. I would be more concerned a little bit, especially with the D line. I think we got some we got some youth and explosion there. I'm a little more concerned about probably shoring up the interior D line. I think we could use some help there. To my understanding, the Tunmise, I'm not sure how you say his name, out of Yele thing isn't over yet, even though he had committed to Michigan State. That's just a verbal, so he's not necessarily locked in, and to my understanding, the staff ain't quit on him yet either. So we'll see if there's any more action that way. But yeah, I definitely think we could use a little more help in the tackle spots, and I wouldn't be mad at another defensive end. If a guy could really come in and be an impact guy for us, wouldn't upset me at all there. And when you look at, we addressed corners a little there. Safety is, definitely, but it's kind of like what you were saying earlier. It's tricky because you know who our starters are. So you want to get some veteran help, right? But the veteran don't really want to come there and just know that they're the third safety at best.
Right.
At best, they may not even be that.
You got
they're definitely third.
You gonna find your safeties in recruiting, right? When you got upperclassmen, even if they're not like ballers, but they solidified starters, dog, and they junior seniors, like nobody in the portal really trying to come compete like that, really. You know what I'm saying? Most of these guys want to have a solidified spot, a clear path to starting. Even if you're not guaranteeing that, they want to at least see it.
Know that they can get there, yeah.
Right.
And the only way that a safety would come in for us to start right now would have to be injury. So with James Williams and Cam Kitchens back there right now.
What our early entries are?
Most of the class. I think they said 75-80% of our class early entries, early enrollees.
Yeah, I think we're 16 of our like 20, I think.
Yeah, I don't know the actual number. I just remember it being like 75-80%. Actually be early enrollee guys. I think the only hold up are like your heritage guys. I think they can't come in early. And I don't think you got the problem at Central. But yeah, for the most part, everybody will be coming in early.
No doubt.
But yeah, that's kind of where we sit. I want to say, I think I covered everything pretty much. That's where we sit after signing day. A couple of dishes there, but I know they plan on. I definitely would look to see more D-line help and at least one more wide receiver come in, or at least a wide receiver come in via the portal before this next season gets rolling. You got anything, C?
No, that's all I got, bro. As far as
you got a sleeper? Before I get into mine, I just got a few that I got to do mine. But you got a sleeper of the class?
No? Vandrevius Jacobs. That's Vandrevius Jacobs, even though he's a 4-star, ranked 300 in the rankings, but Vandrevius Jacobs and Edwin Joseph. I think Edwin could probably play year one. And I'm not a big year one type of guy, but I think he could play year one for us. He's that type of player. He comes on campus early as well. Edwin Joseph on defense and Vandrevius Jacobs on offense. I think Nova fans in a couple of years, you want to be real acquainted with Vandrevius Jacobs, big time playmaker.
I don't know, man. Ain't nobody sleeping. Everybody wide awake over young. Nobody I can think of right now. I think that I would tell you who I think. Yeah, okay, all right, I'll give you one. The Marcellus Pullum kid. He was a 3-star guy. Big. I think he needs to work a little bit more on his sideline to sideline. But I think he has potential to be a guy that may emerge from this class, a bit of a dark horse. And actually, I like the athleticism of Jackson Carver, the tight end that we took out of Indiana's 3-star kid. He's just a kid. He played everything. I mean, he played hockey, lacrosse, baseball, basketball. If it's a sport, he played it. He picked up football at the very end. And it's funny because he posted, he was like, this is the video that started it all. He was just messing around playing with the jug machine and catching all these high-speed passes with one hand. And that's kind of how he got introduced into football. But he's got a great frame already at 6'6". I think he's coming in at about 235 already. He's definitely higher than this. They got him at 220 here, but I've seen him. He's definitely more than 220 right now. I think he could be a guy that down the line a little bit, you may find out like, man, we got a hell of a red zone type guy. It could be a physical matchup problem for a lot of people. You muted, Silk.
Already. I got favorite offensive recruit, Andy Jean. Just tactician, work ethic is just through the roof, man. I think the wide receiver room is already very impressed with all three guys. He's probably the slower guy of the three, but I think as far as route running, precision, and just knowing the game competition wise, some of these guys just exude that like Antonio Callaway energy is what I get from a guy, bro. I think he's gonna play early. I don't think he's the fastest guy out of those three, but I think his work ethic and the way he run routes and the type of work he put in, he's gonna be ready to play day one. Defensive wise, I think Jakeem Jackson. I keep telling people I think he's gonna be the next guy. Like Joe Hayden, Janoris, they came in highly touted as good recruits, but wasn't looked at as lockdown corners coming out of high school. I think Jakeem has looked like that, but I don't think everybody look at him like they look at Cremoni and Desmond Ricks, but I think he's in that same tier. We'll see how right I am, you know what I'm saying? But I think as far as the production he put on the field, it's going to be early and often with Jakeem Jackson. A dog, another one of those guys you want to build your foundation around, mentality-wise. He's going to be a killer. MVP, I got to go Jaden Rashada. We didn't get Jaden Rashada. We've been in a shitload of trouble with what happened with Marcus Stokes and, how much quarterback driven this offense really is. You really need, we've seen how AR performed. We really need a guy that can be able to make the right calls and make the right plays. You need talent at wide receiver and quarterback for Billy shit to be able to do what it need to do and be explosive. So I do like that. His arm, his upside, everything he brings to the table. I want a Cali, Texas quarterback every chance we can, man. So I think that's our MVP of the class. Sleeper, Aaron Gates. He's the only guy that was committed when Billy and the guys came over out of Georgia. Kid benches over 500 pounds. He's a safety. Kid benches over 500 pounds, 4.4 speed. Bro, Matt Elam, Reggie Nelson, that type of guy. I think he makes that type of impact throughout his career at University of Florida. Very explosive kid. Name hasn't been on a lot of people's tongue because he's just quiet. He's just been vibing. He's been committed, not taking a whole lot of visits. I know Michigan and a few others pressing down the stretch, but he's stuck. But he's been committed for so long, people forget how good he is. I know we got some killers with Castell and Thornton coming in the safety room as well. But I got Aaron Gates as big dog for
sure. Real quick, since you brought up Marcus Stokes, man. Marcus Stokes still don't have a home, so you kids be careful out there, man. Social media, tear your ass up, give it and take it away. He's a 4-star kid.
No, it ain't social media. I think I'm just be real with you, and I said it back then. I think he made a mistake. I wouldn't have said shit. If Florida would have cut my scholarship off, then cool. I think he made the story bigger when he put the note out. I think that note didn't go out, and then like all these other publications start picking up once so many people had opinions about like why Florida just cut this kid off. I would just took my L in peace and quiet and just, you know, try to fill my options without this story getting so big. I think him putting that out and his apology wasn't like crisp and clean as it should have been. There's just too many opinions, and then once, you know, these bloggers pick it up, because that's what really took it, like the bloggers. When it was in sports world, in our little world for a couple of months, where we all were like, oh, what the fuck about to happen? And it didn't go crazy. But once Say Cheese or academics or somebody put it out there, now it's everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
You don't Say Cheese. Yeah, well, whatever the case may be, don't rap all the lyrics, man. You ain't got no job. You ain't got no place to call throw the football at, man. Skip some of them words, man. Get the clean version.
Any shout out, fellas?
Ah, man. None comes to mind. Yeah, I know none comes to mind in particular. I do want to, just I double back a little bit. Like I say, just send a shot, thoughts and prayers, man. Like I say, that Buffalo area, you know, any aid or relief that you could actually give, man, if you're in that area, think about it at least. I ain't sending no money though. Money funny around here, man. People be snatching money up all kind of ways. I give you some labor, but in all seriousness,
got a
quick recovery to those people.
Quick question in the comment section. CJ say, I'll be at my first roll-up tailgate tomorrow. What's the parking situation?
Should get it how you live. That's the parking situation, bro.
Yeah, don't park, bro.
But no, a lot of I want to address it too, because a lot of people the last couple of days out of nowhere been thinking like, you know, these tickets come with parking. No, they don't. This ticket is and no tailgate we thrown came with parking. Now we did have some spots available. We had like 10, 15 spots that we sold, but I think those are all gone. We'll find out for sure this afternoon. James actually called me while I was recording. I need to call him back. We'll find out for sure if we got some more of those parking spots available now. But no, it should be parking close around the stadium. Just got to kind of get in where you fit in with parking. But no, the ticket just includes of course the your drink, your food, your alcoholic beverages, all the food that's going to be provided, DJ, all that type of stuff. Nah, ticket on them. All right, you talk about $50 for stadium parking, food, like goddamn.
And it ain't no good parking around that particular stadium. So like that's what I'm saying. If me personally haven't experienced the game there, you probably want to just go ahead and just get dropped off. You know, it'd just be easier and then get picked up. That's how I run. The only reason my night in that particular went really bad was because they pushed our game up, and that was the same weekend that they had a Backstreet Boys concert right up the road. So that got crazy after the game.
Well, no, just get there early enough for the tailgate. The tailgate's gonna be early, so if you get there early enough, you'll be able to, you know, find some parking to pay for that. But you just play it by ear. You can DM me later on or find out on Twitter later on, and I'll let you guys know for sure if we do have any more available. But no, when you buy the ticket, parking is not included with that ticket. That's a hell of a damn ticket if you get stadium park. Yeah,
that's value right there, bro. You can't beat that shit. You gonna park me, feed me, all that shit, the vibes.
Right.
What time is the actual game?
5:30.
5:30. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Going up. I might pull up, man. Let's see what's up, man. Hey, shout out to everybody supporting us, showing up to these tailgates, hitting like, subscribe. Everything, retweeting our content, watching it, just whatever support you are providing to the Roll Up Network, greatly appreciated. We got the best friends in the podcast game for sure.
Yes, sir. Love is love. Definitely. All right, let's get up out of here, man.
Taylor Gang, we